Hey everybody, I have been excited all day to get on here tonight so that I can share some things that I learned with you. If you use Facebook at all to grow your business, if you have a business of any kind, I can only assume you're using Facebook because everyone's on Facebook, right? This is really going to impact the way that you can grow your business. So there are some major changes coming in February. However, I can tell you for a fact that I have already done a little bit of testing and I can tell you that they are already in effect. So if you are using Facebook to grow your business, the number one thing that you need to know, and I'll break this down into a couple of different parts, is that Facebook is no longer prioritizing helping you find what they would call relevant information. So you know how your news feed was previously filled with videos of recipes and people cooking and that kinds of stuff, or businesses that they think you would want to connect with. Well, your feed is no longer going to be filled with those types of things. What Facebook is now concerned with is helping you find what they call meaningful moments. Okay, so this is your news feed. This is every aspect of Facebook. So they want you to have engagement in meaningful moments, and I'll explain what that means in a second here. So what this means is, and if you thought your content if your organic reach couldn't be lower for a business, well, it can be. So pages are going to see less traffic because there is going to be less content for business that's visible. So what does this mean? This means that Facebook is going to be prioritizing posts that spark conversation between people. And we're not just talking about likes and, thumbs up or whatever. They want meaningful interaction between people. And so what does that mean? Likes, reactions, all that stuff doesn't really count for much anymore. Not that it never counted, I think, more than comments, but longer comments are going to gain priority too. So they don't want just, an emoji or a GIF or something like that. They want people to have conversational comments. And so comments are going to be heavily weighted to your newsfeed. So essentially, the posts that get more comments are the posts, and longer and more meaningful comments are the posts that are going to be shown in a news feed. And so this not only affects your business profile, it affects your personal profile too, because Facebook is actually analyzing the content at the level of content. They're not analyzing it from business or personal. So this is really, really important. So you need to be selective with your posts. You need to put out really thoughtful posts, and posts that are going to create interaction between people. And so the biggest thing I want you to remember, though, from this whole conversation is that you cannot use what they're calling engagement bait, okay? So you can't ask people to comment. So I tested this last night already. I posted a photo and left it up for, 45 minutes or an hour, and had the word comment in the caption or in the description. Not one reaction to that photo, okay? So I was doing this as a test. Took it down, took out the word comment, and immediately started getting reactions to it, okay? So you cannot use what they're calling engagement bait. Don't ask people to like, comment, and all that stuff on your photos or your posts or your videos or whatever, because it's not gonna get seen. You want to, rather than ask people to comment, to create engaging conversation. So that's going to be asking thoughtful questions, or asking people, what they think about a topic that is, don't incite anything, weird that's going to turn people off to your business, controversial, but, ask questions that, may be controversial in the fitness industry, if that's the industry that you're in, but get people to have a conversation, not just a like, not just a short little comment, and you're going to get a lot more viewership that way. On the negative side to that, I think, is, you are going to see, particularly in groups or people who are posting a lot of political content and that kind of stuff, you're going to see probably some nasty discussions more frequently in your news feed. But if you want people to have a more positive Facebook experience, because essentially, there's money to be made in ads, right? But the idea is to create a more meaningful environment on Facebook versus, more of a businessy, salesy environment. So I can appreciate that. And you can also encourage people to mark your page or you as a see first. So what does that mean? So there is a way on your page, people can go to your page and ask to see you first. I think the limit is like 30 or something like that. You can have 30 see first, but that's going to be a great place to ask people so that they actually do get those notifications. To see your stuff first is really, really helpful. And so what I would encourage you to do is, have people like spark conversations that people are already having, or conversations that people are already thinking about in their head. Again, don't do anything that's going to turn people off to your business in terms of political, religious, all that stuff, but spark those conversations that people are already thinking about and get them to join you and talk to each other in those conversations. Just a couple more notes. Live videos get about 6 times the interaction of pre-recorded videos, of posts, of photos, and things like that. So if you're not using Facebook Live, that is something you might want to consider doing. And hey, Gary, posting times, yeah, I think that's still applicable in terms of kind of those heavy traffic times, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, after work hours, also during that lunch period, weekends, if you're going to do it, maybe Saturday, 12 to 1. There is some relevancy to that, but again, it is dependent on if you're following the other rules, right? Whether or not people will see you. And scheduled posts are going to be affected by this. So if you're using Hootsuite or a post planner or something like that, those are going to have lower viewership. So that's a lot of stuff, right? A lot of little pieces in there. This is all stuff I just kind of learned this week, and this is important stuff to know if you are going to use Facebook to grow your business. So let me see if I can I had to make a whole outline here about what I wanted to talk about because there were so many different pieces, but I want the big takeaway for you from this to be start meaningful conversations that people are going to want to interact with. Remember that comments get priority over everything else in those longer comments, and do not ask people to comment because that is going to be filtered out. I tested it myself. That's already in effect. So, hopefully that is helpful to you guys, and let me know. You can actually say comment in a live video. So let me know if this was helpful for you, and I will keep everyone posted on all the fun things that I learned. Have a great night.